pulled in here. All right. I have to put on an extra layer of Under Armour. God damn. Well, first attempt at Streamlabs feels like it failed a little bit. Gotta tell you, come on now. What up, PK? All right. Well, it looks like we got a stream started. It's not through Streamlabs, but hopefully, you know, this works. All right. So apparently in the chat, I'm supposed to type in now. Hold on one second. What am I supposed to type in? I think it's like /mod Streamlabs. /mod Streamlabs. I don't think that worked. Gotta be honest, I don't think that worked. Do you see any Streamlabs mod up in there? No, that did not work. What up, Kayla? I know I'm taking a long time to, you know, kind of get started. Hey, Daryl, how's it going, man? Yesterday was my birthday, and there were good things and some bad things. Decided to put up a post on my Instagram, and it got disabled. How great is that for a good day? What up, Shane? Appreciate that, Kayla. So now what I'm trying to do is figure out why this Cloudbot thing isn't working. Let's see, who's in the chat though right now? Hold on. Need to start putting everything in its own tab. Alright, so I'm trying a new thing, and I'm trying to see if it's working right now in Streamlabs. If y'all stay for 5 minutes, you should get some loyalty points. Man, I just don't know if this is working how it's supposed to. Shane Thompson, let's see if your name is in there. How's everybody doing today? But I think if you stay for 5 minutes, you will automatically get 100 points. If you're subscribed to me, you're supposed to get some points. Supposed to get 100 points just for being a live user. So like every 5 minutes you should get 100 points. Points to be redeemable for like stuff that I'm making live. So go to YouTube Studio, click create, then go live. So I can't do it from YouTube, I have to do it. So I think maybe I need to find a stream key. Hey, what up, Daryl? I mean, yeah, but so what? Got a pair of Dims. What do my Timberlands have to do with helping you out, fam? What are you trying to get help with? I need help. I need help with this, trying to figure this out. Probably gonna wind up deleting this live, starting over. Even says I'm going live in like 2 different streaming software and my mobile. Okay. So I shouldn't even need to be logged into this desktop app. All right, let's try this. Yeah, wasting a little bit of propane, but really not that much propane. If I was to do this, it would last me a really long time if I wasn't really making anything. Well, I mean, I have a lot of online orders to fill, but I'm trying to figure out this like loyalty did that work? Nope. It's supposed to be cloud-based, right? So I shouldn't need to log into the desktop app. I should be able to do it right from here. You know what? It seems like that the Cloudbot is tracking your loyalty points, though. I see Daryl, Vero, Bob, Adam, Gracie, Kayla, me, Father Time, Savage, Some, Still, Carla, New. So let's see who's in the chat. I see Daryl, Grace, I'm in the studio right now, so I have to go back to the live. I see Bob, I see Kayla. Dude, okay, so I think it's tracking, everything. Okay, so know this. Every 5 minutes that you stay in my live stream, you get 100 points. And every dollar you tip, you know, doing like the super chat type stuff or whatever, you're gonna get 100 points. Now, keep in mind, I'm still figuring out how all of the Streamlabs works, and I really appreciate y'all staying with me for that. I thought I had to have the desktop open. I thought I had to learning experience. But you guys could hear me. You could see the loyalty points are tracking. I don't have the games yet to put in it. Like, there are different games where you could gamble your points with each other and all this type of stuff. But I'm also trying to bring the color out on this red. And what I'm gonna do with these loyalty points. So like the first one, right? Every 10,000 points, I'm gonna give you a 10% off discount for my website. That is the first thing that I thought of. You have any ideas? Oh, man, what a day. What 2 days. You know, one of the things I was doing was showing off this piece right here. And basically, well, I'm not going to say all the things that I was talking about, but you see a lot of very in-your-face, you know, use and abuse. And I posted something with a little bit of, I wouldn't necessarily call it educational content, but it was more educational versus entertainment. And my page got disabled. How long is the stream been? Maybe the next time we try it, it will work. I don't know. But know that we have got it started. Your loyalty points are starting to track. What do you think about this one? Secret white rod blowout, transparent light blue, transparent light blue, transparent light blue. Hard to kind of get the full picture without some color behind it. What do you think? So I was doing a video with this, and that's how the page got disabled. Meta sucks. And even still, I'm thinking about making a new Facebook page to start live streaming on Facebook too. What do you think? Am I a sucker for that? Daniel, please don't make me delete the comments. It's not like that at all, bro. probably talk about that like every single live stream. I very much so appreciate the love and concern. I just want this to strike red. You know what I mean? It's the experimental moist raspberry over icy white satin. Yes, I'm safe. I know. Safety first, bro. 100,000% safety first. Well, you heard about my night last night. How's your day going today? What are you all up to? Are you taking the day off to protest today? Appreciate that. Hey, if you didn't hear, all of you are getting loyalty points just for being in the chat. That part I set up at least. And the Cloudbot is obviously not in the chat right now. So you're not going to be able to look up how many points you have yourself yet. Emphasis on the yet. Because I do see the points tracking on the website on my end. Like right now, let's see who's leading. Right now, according to the Streamlabs website, Daryl has 200 points, and I watch my own live streams, and I have 200 points. Every 5 minutes, you stay in the chat. You have to drop a comment though. So you have to leave one comment every 5 minutes for the Cloudbot to like recognize you. Which for me, I guess is like a really cool way to help keep everybody engaged. And more names keep popping up here, so we know that's working. And I see a button where I could add points to all viewers. So I'm gonna have to try to see if I can figure out who's subbed based on their names, and then I'm gonna give everybody who's a subscriber an extra 500 points. And if you didn't hear, what will you get with the points? What are they redeemable for? They'll be redeemable for the stuff I list on my website, for stuff that you see me making during these live streams. One of the things the Cloudbot is supposed to be able to do is like help me do giveaways during these live streams. So like that, I'll be like, yo, I'm doing a giveaway for that. It's gonna cost you like 500 points to enter this raffle. The raffle is open, put your points up now, and then it'll like do a thing and pick somebody. Actually, no, let's just let this keep going for now while I figure out the thing that we're supposed to make for the online orders. What we can make. See, the thing is that kind of sucks is I have to use my wet saw, and it was just a snowstorm. So there's still some snow and ice in my driveway. I'm like freezing right now. I'm gonna have to like go bundle up a little bit, put on some layers underneath this because you don't want to wear baggy, loose clothing. Even though this is a different kind of lathe than what some of y'all are used to. Still, you know? Alright, so you don't see what I'm looking at in my computer and my glasses. You don't need to see that. How's everybody doing today? Where's everybody coming from? Appreciate y'all smashing that like, that subscribe. Feeling generous, shooting me that birthday present. Hit the Cash App. Alright, online orders. So we gotta go to Shopify. I think Shopify is super convenient. It's really awesome. Okay. Let's see. What can we start with first? Excuse me. Alright. Angel ordered a pivot 10 porthole, but I want to cut the joint before I put that together. I need to use the wet saw, so let's pass on him for now. Robert, 7-hole piv plate, ordered and on the way, so I should have that Saturday to be able to ship out Monday. Let's see, Eduardo got the Peak banger adapter with the signature by the bottom. Right? I have a bunch of those made and ready to rock. Let's see, do you know what the Puffco banger adapter is? Are you familiar with that? Do y'all want me to show you what that is? Oh man, I'm like just tapping back in, going back to the comments now. Oh, for Jackster, ex-Jackster, are you talking about like the loyalty point stuff? What are you talking about, fam? Hey, Flame Work Clerk. What up, dude? How you doing today? You a glassblower also? Hey, appreciate that, man. Let's make it even better. Let me step my game up this year. Let's keep stepping it up. Hey. Are they nice people? You know, Jerome Baker, man, I want to say like, yo, follow me on Instagram, so I go check out your Instagram page, but I'm so fucking done with Instagram right now. You know, but like I could definitely give you some tips on how to set up your Shopify website. If you're selling the type of like, I don't know what I'm doing, just let this go until I do my website. God dang it, clerk. Making me forget what I'm doing. All right, going back to the computer. Dude, YouTube is super validating. You know, like, the truth is, ego and social media is like an undeniable thing for content creators. It feels really good to see those likes and views and to have things, especially when they translate to sales online, right? But it's like, you don't get the amount. I've never had 175,000 people in like on a video on Instagram. Like the numbers on YouTube are crazy. Instagram though, at least right now, is better at translating for retail sales when you're doing posts. I've had a TikTok account up to 27,000, got deleted, got it back up to 14,000, got deleted, got it up to 10,000, got deleted, and then I was done with TikTok. Instagram, I mean, dude, my first company, oh man, I'm getting distracted again. All right, let me figure out what I need to make for my online order, and then I'll go back to talking. So remember where we left off. Remember the last thing I said before I got distracted again. Oh, restarting with social medias. But first, let me check the website. All right, so banger adapter done. All right, what was that? All right, what did Corsten get? Okay. I need to make him a new stabilizer base, but I ran out of the filament, so I need to order more filament. And I also have to redo the design, which sucks. The device kept popping out of it. So I just want to redo the whole thing, but it takes like such a long time to print a stabilizer base. You could only test a fitment like once every 2 hours to reprint. Okay, but I have to make him a jade white lock. Easy. Let's start with that. And then after the lock, it's 2507. My boy Benton. I have to wait for him. Dude, Benton been super supportive lately. I think he just became like an overnight collector. My man, dude. Just got his like 3rd or 4th top for me like right now. Commissioned me. I sent him the Glass website, right? And I'll give you guys a link to the website in my bio. I actually just negotiated a thing where even if you're getting like a lathe, alright, so Flamework Clerk, even if you're getting a lathe, super expensive equipment from this glass supplier, you're going to be able to use a 5% off discount one time. I was trying to get a 10% off for everybody for all glass orders, like outside of tools. Man, I'm like shivering. I am cold. I was trying to get a 10% hookup for all glass, like outside of that initial discount, but right now it's just the one-time 5% off everything. So I'm gonna have to put up like a link tree or something like that and get that in the on the YouTube and on the Instagram bios also. Okay, so I have to make a lot of lift-off caps for the IntelliCore Max. And what does homie have? Homie Corsten is a 3D XL. So let me just write down the colors real quick. And I guess we'll be making some lift-off caps today. Because as of right now, I have to make 5 of them. Well, so, alright, so while I'm writing this down, so I told you about the TikToks. I told you about, okay, so Instagram. I started off as ZC Glass. It's my first company. I got us up to 27,000 followers, and then we split as a company, and I had to start back off at 0. Then I got up to 47. You know, man, I've had my page this year between 3 Instagram pages taken down like 7 times, put back up, taken down, put back up, taken down. It's rough. All right, so. This. So I will have to make homie a freebie. Hey, everybody, every 5 minutes you type something in the chat. You have to type something. You will get 100 loyalty points. So once every 5 minutes, even if it's just like a single letter or some rando BS, you will get 100 loyalty points. And as of right now, when you get to 10,000 loyalty points, I'm gonna give you a 10% off your entire order from my website. This is just the first thing I thought of. I'm gonna update that later tonight, figure out, you know, more rewards, different amount of loyalty points. Alright, so light blue, transparent black, opaque black. And this is all for the Carta Max. Alright. See. Then Frankie. He needs a 10 mil joint also. So he needs a white IntelliCore. But I'm gonna be at the end anyway. Oh damn. What up, Frankie, dude? You bought 2 short pass zippers, dog? What up, Frankie? Hell yeah. Dude, Frankie, what up, dude? Alright, so short pass zipper, SPS, 1 emerald green for the sport. And 1 milky blue for the sport. Alright, this is a good start for things to start with. Jesus Christ, I'm cold. Alright. You still streaming? What's up, everybody? God damn. It's like these heaters even on? Like, you know what? Let's move this gimbal on this wonky ass platform. Because I dropped this so many times. Alright. Let's see. Oh, dude, that's better. Now I just have to not bump into it by accident. Alright, so that's another thing to save up for. Bigger heaters, dude. Like, god dang. Because think about this. It's not even that it's just a little heater. I'm under a giant, like, industrial kitchen vent, you know, for glassblowing. So it's sucking all that up real quick. Oh, alright, you know what? Give me a second. Homies, please take over in the chats real quick. Tell them what's going on. Say what up. Become friends. Let them know to smash some buttons for me. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back in a second. I have to put on another layer of Under Armour, dude. I am really close to taking off the Crocs and putting on some real shoes. I'll tell you that. Alright, hold up. We're back. and we're gonna start the real work. The real work starts now. Doubled up on my socks. Now I got the hoodie, 1 layer, 2 layer, regular shirt, regular long sleeve. Gonna move around, you know. Once we start working, things will be a little different. Let's just chuck this to the side for now. How's everybody doing? I should pin a message in the chat letting everybody know about the loyalty stuff, you know? Every 5 minutes, drop a comment, no matter how silly or, you know, little there is to it. You'll get counted for 100 points. The AI bot or whatever, you know, that's going to be doing the giveaways and stuff for me is awarding everybody 100 points every time they tap in, every 5 minutes. And the points are going to be redeemable for things from my website, things you see I make here. Check my list, and my list says we are going to start with a white 3DXL lock and a white IntelliCore lock. So, sorry. The first thing I need to do is get, I don't have any 9 in that? Damn. I mean, I guess I could do it with 12, but that'll be stupid fat. Oh, here we go. Thank God. All right, so I know you don't know this, except for maybe my flame working buddy, but these come in, these import stock colors come in 4-cut sections. And save on shipping, they'll cut them down into 2 24-inch sections. And I like to cut that down in half, if we could do the math, somebody in the section, 2 12-inch sections. Because I think it's way more manageable in the chuck, you know? You only need this much like popping out at a time. And I'm using an arrow blow hose. So if my arrow is like this long and this is all the way towards the back of my chuck, my arrow is going to be like, the ass of my arrow is going to be like all the way out there, and it's going to be, you know, waving around all wonky and whatnot. And so we know this has to get a slow warm up to start. This tubing is like one of the worst when it comes to cracking from the cold to hot temperature. All right, so what I'm doing now is the end of this tube. Maybe I'll take down my phone for a second. Yo, let's do a poll though, right quick. Should John Campbell be blocked from the chat, saying that that would be a wicked thing, like a cool thing to see? What? Bro, what? Play some video games, dog. I'm just playing, dog. I don't want to block you. Just do better, be better. Hit the off switch. Come on now. All right, so I'm gonna let this warm up a little bit, then I gotta flare it open. And why am I flaring it open? Because that end needs to be able to fit into this silicone blow hose adapter. So the glass will have to fit in this end. This end gets plugged into my arrow. My arrow gets plugged into a silicone tube that gets plugged into my mouthpiece, and then I puff into my mouthpiece. Where's everybody coming from today? Appreciate y'all tapping in, liking, subscribing if you're feeling generous. Yesterday was my birthday. Show your boy some love. Hit him with Cash App, link in my bio. Hit me with some supers. Hit me with some likes. Show some love to your boy. What am I stepping on? I keep hearing crunching. And I know it's not glass. You know what it is? It's from my 3D printer. It's from like breaking off the supports. All right, this may be loud for a second. Hold on. Might as well just get this one at it. It's cool to be clean, man. I put a hot dog in there? In where? What are you talking about, dog? Hey, appreciate that, Smitty. Alright. I need to take this to the saw and just yop that right off. This cracked while we were working on it in one of the live streams. Let me show you. Shame, man, but stuff happens. Oh, dude, I could put the shot glasses in there, maybe. I need a place to put the shot glasses that we've made. I don't know if you're fresh in, but here are two of the recent ones that we made. I'm gonna have to take the phone off the gimbal so you could really appreciate that purple color. But we made the transparent black bell bottom. Then that's a dense opal amethyst color rod blowout, and that's gonna be the shot glass. And then this one, also it's kind of see the color in this angle, but the transparent purple bell bottom base for the shot glass. And I think this might be a triple passion, handmade rod blowout. So I also made this one on the live stream. It's just so cold outside, dude. I had to take this to the wet saw and just cut it and then polish it. But like, there's snow. It's like literally we'll be wheeling the saw out over snow to do this. I couldn't, the hose was frozen solid, so I couldn't even use water from like the hose. I had to fill stuff up in a bucket from the house. So just all in all, it's like, man, pause on the wet saw for now. And I never turned on my oxygen. How's everybody doing today? Where y'all tapping in from? Where y'all coming from? All you have to do is type in one comment once every 5 minutes, and you should get 100 loyalty points. I'm refreshing the page right now to see. And we have Flamework Clerk in the lead with 300 points. Daryl underneath him with 200, then me, and then everybody else is pretty much tied for 100 points. So I mean, if I'm streaming for an hour, think about it, how many points you should be able to get every time I stream. Should not take a long time to be able to get some redeemable points, especially when I start figuring out the whole like how you guys can like gamble with each other for the points during the streams and all that type of stuff. And doing the raffle giveaways, like using points to enter in the giveaways. All right, so I'm heating it. Just a tiny flare because it's already like kind of big enough. All right, straight, boom, done. I need to make 2 of these lift-off caps. Call them locks. Original concept by me. And I could really make like 4 of them, maybe even 5 of them per 12-inch section of this tubing. For my buddy that's familiar with how much this tubing costs. And homie, I will be uploading that link soon. I'm sorry, I was just kind of defeated yesterday when they took down my Instagram page. Isn't that terrible? Do one post on my birthday, and like an hour later, my page is disabled. So we might just run down through these 2 sticks and just do all the lift-off caps today. Just run it. Hold up. All right, so that tube is warming, so don't worry that we're wasting time or anything right now. Did I check out the dialysis indicator? Was that for truing the lathe? Remind me. Hey, Styles, my man with the 250 joules, the laughing disco. What up, bro? What up, dog? I honestly think you might get some points for that too. I'll go back to the Streamlabs website in a little bit and refresh the page, but I think you get extra points for that. And if you don't, I think I can manually add points, like loyalty points to somebody. Check out the dial indicator or the dialysis indicator. Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought you've been telling me to check out a dialysis indicator. Curtis, what up? Curtis Babi. 1997, what up, dog? World free speech. The world does need some free speech right now, but no, I did not. I definitely did not look into anything yet. I've been wasting not wasting, but spending like a ton of time trying to figure out the Streamlabs situation. Oop. This is a tungsten pick, by the way. And normally I like my lathe spinning faster. This is the speed I do with 9.5. Anything smaller than 12 millimeter is going this speed for me, as long as it's not tubed up to something bigger. Alright, the first one should be cooled down enough where I should be able to put this in the hose adapter. Alright, so I need to get that. And it is over here, it looks like. Well, that's one of them. Where's the other one? Here we go. In a box, a shipping box. Bags. All right, I know you can see what's in my hand. This one. I honestly don't even know which one it was now. Cool. Didn't burn myself. All right. Let's put a rubber adapter on this. small. Need a little bit of a bigger adapter for this. Definitely gonna be too small. So I have more adapters behind me. See, too big. See, too big. Hey, just right. All right. So you see hose adapter to the glass tube. It's gonna plug in to here. Now I'm gonna go down there so you can see. So I'm gonna plug this part into here. So when I blow in here, right, air is coming out. All right. Let's move this camera angle a little bit this way. Where y'all coming from today? Let me know. I'm in Virginia in the U.S. It is cold as F. All right, just making sure this is in there. Alright, I know this is going to be a wobbly spin just based off of how this is sitting right now. Alright, let's get my lathe tape. This one's a little big. Here we go. This is the right one. Alright. The reason why I'm using this is because I don't want the cold teeth to crack the glass. Well, it's not even so much about it being cold, it's like the white cracks easily. When this is vibrating and moving and stuff like that, I just don't want the teeth to like crunch it, I guess. Alright, I already have 5 millimeters prepped. Let's put this to the side for now, not to the side for now. So this is 5 millimeter. Sorry. Alright, I'm good with that. What up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Father Time, Idaho up in it. What's up, y'all? What's poppin', y'all? Let me put this to the side for now. Yo, Flamework Clerk, are you still here? I didn't tell you about the Shopify. And things that you might want to do to be able to, if you check out my Shopify site and want to know how to be able to like actually collect payments for these things. What up, Luigi? Ciao, dog. What up, John from Tucson? John from Tucson. What up, dog? I'm making some lift-off caps right now. What is a lift-off cap, you might ask? Are you familiar with E-rigs? Alright. This is gonna have to be a physical demonstration to show you the function of how one of these works. And how it starts is with me stepping to the side real quick. Know what? Oh, you're not familiar with those devices. All right, my bad, dude. And I'm just letting this warm up so it doesn't crack when I start getting at it. Truthfully, I'm letting it go longer than I need to, but remember, this is also a visual experience, my friend. This is just a day at the shop, you know? What up, everybody? So you know, if you're fresh in, I've started a loyalty program where I have a bot that monitors activity in the chat. And what that means is, as long as you leave a comment once every 5 minutes, you get 100 points. And like, it keeps track of the usernames from YouTube. So let me go refresh that page and I could do a little count on who has points right now. And points are going to be redeemable for discounts on my website, for physical products, for merch, for things you see me making in the live stream. Let's see. So right now, according to Streamlabs, okay, Flameware Clerk, Father Time have 300 points. Daryl and myself have 200. And everybody else has 100 points. So H. Whirler, World Free, Roxanne, Papa Schlorp, Smitty, John Campbell, Mitch, Daniel, Tayon, X. Jackster, Vero, Babatha, I'm like sucking at reading right now, Adam, Grace by Faith, Kayla, Savage, Some, Still Chasing Amy, hey, Chasing, all right, Carla, New MP. So all of you are starting to get counted and starting to rack up those points, dog. And the first thing that I put was that at 10,000 points, you're gonna get a 10% off your entire order discount for my website. I mean, we can work on that, but I had to put something. All right, so we were talking about what is a lift-off cap, right? What is a lift-off cap? Does anybody currently in the chat have any idea what that is? Let me know. Anybody know what that is in the chat? Lift-off cap. Lift-off cap is a cap that you lift off. Stock Puffco is not meant to come out, but mine is. Lift-off cap. Hey, Hunter, what up, dog? Yo, I don't know if y'all knew this, but Craig is from his mom. That's a TMZ newsline right there, y'all. Call the paparazzi, dude. Get a sip of my coffee real quick. I very much appreciate all of y'all helping me monetize this page. At this point, everybody just needs to hang out for a little bit. You know what I mean? Don't dip after 20 seconds. Come kick it for a few minutes. Earn some points. Points are for free. You just have to come kick it and drop a comment every couple minutes. All right. First, I gotta close this up and blow my nose. What up, everybody? Boom. Hole is now popped open. Now I'm gonna the Bunsen close the shit out of this. This might be too small for me to get in there. Nope. Cause your boy is the man. Alright, it's attached. I'm letting it cool because I only want it to move at a specific location. Okay. Little wonk, but hold this straight. See? Straighten back out. And it will, boom, is now remaining spinning straight. Smack off the scrap. Pick the nipple. Do you know what I mean when I say pick the nipple? Let me know in the comment section if you know what I mean when I say pick the nipple. But what do I mean real quick? What do I mean? Y'all know what I mean real quick? That is picking the nipple. That's the nipple. Gotta pick that away. We got that from right? So it was like this together. Then so it was one thing, then I pulled it away, and now I need to pick out that little nipple right there. That little nipple right there. Well, that's interesting. What the hell is that? Well, if y'all just got super nauseous, I'm sorry. Dude, this hoe hem, bro. What the hell is that? Twisting to the right. I think I could pull away a little bit more, but you know what? God, that rigged the propane. And we got a lip off cap. I already have one in there. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's happy, healthy, warm. Yo, Father Time 577 has 400 points. Flamework Clerk 300. Darrow 200. I have 200. Everybody else has 100 loyalty points right now. Ken, Jonathan, William, Hunter, the Mon Chairman, Ahmed, Into the Journey, Wheeler, World Free Speech, Roxanne, Papa Slurp, Smitty Werbin, John Campbell, Mick, Danielson, Jackster, Vero, Bobathan, Adam, Gracie by Faith, Kayla, Savage White Breed, some Still Chasing Amy, Carla, and New Mep. Y'all only have 100 points. Top right now. Father Time 577. What up, dude? I'm making a liftoff cap. Right now I'm letting the jade white tubing warm up a little bit because it is unbelievably cold in my garage right now, and if I was to put this torch just to that glass, it would explode. If you rewind a little bit though, you'll have the full story. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Alright, hold up. Give me just a second.